Hi Aquarius, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of momentum. It speaks about like going in a particular direction, where we are headed. I'm also seeing the Seven of Wands, so this can be something that you feel doing something worth showing up for. Like, I get this, Seven of Wands is kind of you being adamant about something. Like, you may be moving into a space where you're doing something that, like, you're not going to back down from this, or it could be something that you, like, you have to defend, or you have to stand up for. You could also be, like, reinforcing something with yourself, too. Like, no, this is something I want to stick doing this. Feeling adamant, again, like, that's the vibe I'm getting from this here. I'm also seeing the Three of Pentacles. This can be about, like, something you're working on, somebody you're working with. I feel kind of a vibe of you not wanting to give something up. Like, interestingly enough, I'm kind of seeing this as being sort of like a Four of Pentacles sort of energy. You know, when we're like holding on to something because we value it, we don't want to let it go. But I see this more of like something could be challenged, but I'm seeing you be like down for this. So that's why you're in this space where I feel like you're not going to let anything deter you from what it is that you have going on. It looks like an interaction that you've been moving within that it feels like it's something for you. Like, definitely is giving you something emotionally that feels charged. Let's see what else is going on here. Love the passionate vibe. Seven of Wands can sometimes be like we find ourselves in a spot that may be controversial in some way too, but it's like, I want this, I'm sticking to it, I'm not gonna let anything remove me from this. Yeah, no, I'm seeing this be very aligned for you. You definitely are getting like something charged energetically, emotionally from this. I'm seeing you go like exactly into what you want here. And I'm seeing it definitely be, it's worth protecting, it's worth doing whatever it is that you need to do to like ensure that this happens, maybe that this continues to happen. But yeah, maybe something that you have to fight for, but like the good fight. I'm not seeing this be like some sort of toxic situation. I'm seeing this be something where you're like showing up and you're serious. Yeah, I'm seeing you be committed to this, like investing in it because you know it's something that you want. See? Yeah, I get this again, like you're not going to be deterred. This is something that you want, and it can transcend the material, although it can also be something materially, but it goes deeper than that to have this card. This is like something your heart is asking you for, where it's like, I desire that thing, or desire to connect or feel that connection, or like there's a magnetism, like there's something that you feel very drawn towards. This can be like a vision, it can be a dream, just is something that you're hearing when you get quiet and your heart is whispering to you. And Seven of Pentacles is you being willing to like put the time and the work into this and like see what happens and take a chance. See how this person's like over here tending to the garden. It's like the garden of your manifestation, your field of dreams, so to speak. And I'm seeing you want it badly enough that like if you are challenged in some way, you're gonna show up and stand up for it. So I'm seeing you be in a spot where you're not just you're gonna fight for this. Love having a cause. Yeah, I feel like you're putting some sort of protective barrier even around this. Feels like, you know how people will put like a scarecrow or something in the garden to make sure nobody comes and does anything to it? Like this is you protecting what you're investing in, making sure nobody's messing with it. That means also using your discernment with like what goes into the garden, you know, what it's being watered with, fertilized with, like who's stomping around in there, if anybody, that sort of thing. That's what this card is about, like using your discernment in relation to this. This does also have to do with people that you interact with, people that you're exchanging with, energies you're exchanging with. It's like to make sure that you're keeping it aligned with this particular frequency. Some of you, this can also be like something that you feel destined to connect with, the High Priestess. I feel like even if you're not understanding all of this right now, like logically, because I'm not seeing, we only have the Queen of Swords here. And so it's not like this is illogical, but I feel like there are added components to this. Because I get you like feeling your way through this. And so you may not always have like solid ideas or solid answers or know like logically why you're feeling to do something. But I'm seeing you like just feeling your way through this. But sometimes it may feel like ineffable, or I don't know how exactly to say. It's like it's hard to articulate at times. You know, sometimes you just get feelings about something and you're like, I don't really know why I have this feeling, but I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. I get it like that. Like, even though I'm seeing you're all here with what you're doing, there may be times with this, involved with this, where you could be feeling it out more than you're thinking it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing your heart and your mind meeting here. And so it may be like a little bit different than how you normally do things, even though I'm still seeing the Queen of Swords here. So you're coming out in your air energy, but there's added like layer and texture to this that I'm seeing. Because this means really using your discernment intuitively. And like being mindful as well of what you're sharing and what you're keeping. And this also means these two cards together, this is about you trusting your intuition and like trusting your higher self, and that your higher self is like really on your team, really on your side. Because you know, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where our ego is saying one thing, our higher self is saying another thing, and it's like, who do I listen to? And until we get to a spot where we develop that self-trust with our higher selves, we can sometimes do things and be like, I thought this was going to get me what I want, and it's really like a disaster, or I thought this would be the right way to do things, and I'm finding out that it's not. I should have trusted myself, you know, stuff like that. But I'm seeing you in a different spot right now where it feels like there's a lot of growing and development between like you and yourself here, and also what's guiding you and how you follow those instructions or that guidance. Like, I'm seeing you be super, super tapped in here. And this also means too, like, having this as well, it means being mindful of like where you're getting your advice from. This means too, like, you know, with the High Priestess, sometimes we can get information that comes in through like synchronicities and numbers and codes and tarot readings and astrology and stuff like that, where we have to decipher this. And so this is you filtering that and making sure that it's actually resonating with you, and not just taking something on without thinking about it, you know, without using your common sense. This is you doing that, using your common sense with this, but it's with like this type of knowledge that's connected with the High Priestess. So it's kind of that like mysterious, unseen vibe and also resource that you're tapping into, that you're connected with here, and learning how it speaks specifically to you and what that means. Because we get different messages for different reasons, and I feel like you're at this point where you're decoding it and learning how to like tune into the thing that you're trying to tune into here. It's like you're learning how this resource that you have works. Yeah, this thing that you want, I'm seeing you're not gonna let this go. Not gonna let this go. This is like about to die on the hill for it. Not gonna let this go. And I don't know what it was too. Like 8 of Wands would mean that there was some sort of catalyst before this that got you like so hyped about whatever this is that you were like, nothing's gonna stop me now. Like, I'm heading for it. I'm not gonna be distracted or deterred. I'm gonna do whatever this is, accomplish whatever this is, have whatever this is, you know, make this wish come true, or this desire of mine, or this hope of mine. So I'm seeing you be in a very like focused energy, where I'm seeing you be very protective over the process of what this is that's manifesting currently. I'm also seeing you like not be super loud about it right now. Like, I'm getting a more, like, you've been more thoughtful about this. Yeah, there are people involved. So I don't know how exactly, but I'm seeing that there's a social aspect of this. Whether you're actively engaging or actively not engaging, I'm seeing that something socially is going on. Whether you're like on the scene or out of the scene, it's like somehow tied in here from what I'm seeing. But I'm also getting you be like particular about whom you're spending time with. Very particular. Whereas before, maybe you weren't using your discernment so much when you were exchanging energy with people. Now I'm seeing you like want to make sure that when you're exchanging energy with people, when you're hanging out with people, that they are aligned. It feels like emotionally more than anything. Like something particular needs to be brought to the table. It may also be because of, you know, we're like influenced by the people that we spend time with, even if we try not to be, like, in some way, shape, or form. For the most part, we can be like generally impressionable, sometimes whether we realize it or not. I'm getting you be very particular because This may have, it seems like it has something to do with what you're manifesting. I'm seeing you also taking an intuitive approach to your friendships and maybe feeling things out as well. Some of you, this thing that you're manifesting, you've been very, very quiet about it and you're not really telling anybody about this. It's like maybe something that you feel like it's just your business right now. So I'm seeing you thinking about like this thing that you're investing in or want to invest in, or that you have invested in. And then I'm also seeing something about like the people that you're interacting with. I feel like this is either a friend or it's multiple people, because I'm seeing a couple different things that would allude to either like a group of people or like a friendship or something like that. Again, something socially. I feel like it's connected with who you like want on your team, so to speak. And I guess that can be, there can be a whole array or color of different relationships when it comes to that. But I'm getting that you're also thinking about what potentially you don't need to hold on to anymore if it's like not part of this thing that you're doing. It's kind of like seeing which people around you are on the same wave right now and also who may not be. It's like wanting to be around people that the same things like make you guys happy, or like similar things or compatible things. And some of you too, it's important for you to connect with people that are also connected with their like spiritual life or like mystical life, things like that. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing there be a relationship here where you may be like finding friends or like some sort of community that's connected with the High Priestess, which you would have either, you would feel like a spiritual bond with these people or like some energetic thing with these people, or you guys may have a common interest of like anything esoteric in nature, like mysteries and spirituality and mysticism and secrets and hidden knowledge, like occult stuff, things like that. Because I'm seeing that's really what's like making you happy right now. Could be like the unseen stuff, you know, the things that are between the lines, and finding people that are connected with that and that also like support you within that too. Because I'm getting you like wanting to manifest two things within your life that are feeling more in touch. And that's part of it. Part of whom you're socializing with affects that. And so I'm seeing that's at least how some of this stuff socially impacts what it is that you have going on. So yeah, I'm seeing you be in a spot where you're very primed for the things that you're manifesting, and it seems like there's a lot of attentiveness and mindfulness that's being put into this, and that it's also going to lead to more happy socializing for you as well. And yeah, people that see you. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.